by the people, for the people, the gathering to get health care now. Poems, chapter 14. Parting. When I'm there, we're close. We make love, we laugh, we cry, we read, we write, we sing, we dance. When I leave, you cry. Sometimes you're angry too. You say if I cared, I'd stay. Then I leave and you cry. I feel a little guilty, a little sad, angry. Then I cry. Then I come back and it begins again. Mr. Robertson for president. If you're president, you can praise God, quote from the Bible, and tie it all to love of country. It's not a constitutional issue. It's just being president. It's the freedom we give our presidents to either lie or speak their minds. We expect neither truth nor falsehood, just words that reflect the mask of civilizations. If Mr. Robinson makes it clear that God, country, and morality are his occupation, then we fear trouble ahead. His doxy may not be our doxy. He may get our doxy by the throat. We fear that truth, justice, and the American way may have to be realized in Mr. Robertson's term. This awful vision of dining with relatives, playing softball, and drinking iced tea stands in the stark light of the future. Imagine boys' clubs and lions clubs meeting every week, and covered dish parties and hobbies and health food and automated sex and video recorded sermons. John Calvin will rise from the dead to vote. Will he be elected? Will there be a great doxy war with sword swinging and justice beheaded? Arise and vote, you slobs, you profligates, you drunks, you Americans. Don't let Mr. Robinson save America. A private moment. Pace, pace, pace. Up and down, up and down. Always hungry, always tired. Never caring what you eat. Never sleeping. Thinking, thinking, thinking. Turned on, aroused. Awake, awake. You lick your lips, your nostrils spread. A flush of color spreads across your face. You feel alive, excited, anxious about your next encounter, fully knowing, fully expecting, not caring about the mundane, but letting the meaningless acts of the day mark the face of the clock until thinking, thinking, thinking fades into dreams. Gentle rain. I didn't notice the rain. The light changed in the room. There was a little roar on the roof. Usually I would have smelled the rain, but that day I didn't notice. It was really important too. Faye called and told me how bad it was, but I didn't notice. I lost that sense from when we lived in trees of how bad and how important is the gentle rain. Red grapes, red grapes, red grapes with no seeds. How do they do that? I guess green grapes used to have seeds too, but that's before they were sold at the market. But green grapes, even when they're sweet, are green. That makes you lose the thought of their sweetness. Red grapes, they're different. They're sweet before you taste them. You love them for their color. When they had seeds, you had to bite them just to the seeds and then spin the seeds in your teeth to get the meat and not crush those bitter pits. It was a challenge, but a dangerous risk, since the whole pleasure of a red grape might be lost in one missed bite. But now, no seeds, no seeds. You can fill your whole mouth with red grapes. You can become like little Abner after he discovered mushrooms. Routine. Let me define our relationship. No, rather, let us just have one. We'll get up every day and kiss hello. Then we'll talk. We'll say what's on our minds. We'll say whether we understand. We'll give each other lunch money. We'll put in an extra buck for beer. We'll go to work. But before we leave, we'll pin notes on each other's shirts about the things we should remember. Oil for the car, the laundry, ice and cokes for the evening. We'll call each other in the afternoon to say we're still okay. We'll read our notes and do our chores and drive home to end another day. Sexual freedom. It's easy on your mind. Nothing's complicated. There are no barriers. In a sense, there are no bodies, no sensations. Just a consummation, an unfolding, like the development of an organism from an embryo. You see pulsing new growth in all directions. When there are two bodies, it's different. One must respond to what is in the other's mind without resistance, as in a dance. It's floating on a saltwater wave in a deep ocean on a dark, clear night. It's you and her and a universe of possibilities. Sharing. When your thoughts are private and there's no one to share them with, there's a loss of feeling. There's a sinking sensation, a realization that regardless of the profundity, there's no point. If you're truly alone, then your thoughts need not have been. They make no difference at all to anyone. When there's just one person with whom private thoughts can be shared, there's gain in everything. Just making a small noise and hearing a response is meaningful. You can say things poorly or well, quickly or over a long time, simply or profoundly. Makes no difference. The sharing has given the value to your thoughts. It's the difference between joy and sadness, comfort and loneliness. It's why we don't give up and die. Soshu. We thought of a word for lovemaking more acceptable to all, a word with no negative connotations, not any, oh my God, blushing, knee-jerk, hold your ears, easy to say word. We wanted a word that said love and lust remembered, a warm feeling, the essence of kind encounters. She said if it had a sh sound, it would be soft. I said it should be an onomatopoeia to enhance the memory. I said, Soshu. And she said, that's it. Now we can express ourselves. We don't have to look around before we speak. Tenderness and joy. I can find time for children as I grow older. I see little else that matters. You get up, you work, you eat, you talk, Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry. Things turn out for you or not. Then the children come. They climb into your lap. You hold them and talk. You play. You love each other. The other stuff doesn't matter. It's always there or not. The children are just for a time. And after that time, they're memories. Good ones. The ones that count. Midlife crisis. Will you be okay? I mean, once you decide which joys are yours and how complex your life will be, will you be okay? Will you laugh? I mean, when your anima or your animus dissolves and you can grasp tightly the flesh and bones before you, will you laugh? We're here. We who fear the psychic penetration are waiting to see the beginning of our individual lives. We're laughing. We're okay. World economy. Lunch cost more than its price. So from whom or what was the price extracted? We sit smugly sipping our beer while Indians in Brazil drag worthless logs from the forest and dump them into the Amazon, from where they float around the world. The labels on our beers are made from the logs, and they're worth more than the lives of the Indians. Our drink with lunch cost more than its price. I got 2 pesos change, and the bartender laughed because the coins fit on the tip of my little finger. Whatever order those copper coins represented had been lost in the last generation. Zapata is dead. Long live his hats in the taco restaurant. And give us 2 more Coronas without the labels. Tell the Indians to rest. Let our lunch not cost so much. Let them keep the trees and live. Shannon. Numbers, forms, bits, 10100. Informed. I feel informed. The noise be damned. I've used it to inform you. Where were you when I spoke? Where was the time to tell the earth that noise itself can speak? I feel informed. 111000. I have no trailing bits. I've gone out uncoded. I've lost my redundancy. To you I'm dead. Mere noise. Maximum entropy.